Hi everyone, I joined a swap on Ems Craft Swaps on Facebook. The swap is to alter 5 die cut shapes, and it's a 1-on-1 partner swap. My swap partner is Emily's mum, which is Pat. So anyway, these are what I made. This is the first one, an Eiffel Tower die cut. Cut it out using thin chipboard, and then I gave it 2 coats of white paint. Then I stamped an image on the front then, using black StazOn ink pad. It's like a French image. And then I went over it with the Tim Holtz Distress ink in Spun Sugar. And I also used the Colourbox chalk ink pad in a darker pink. And then I shaded the Eiffel Tower in like that. And then when that was dry, I went over it with triple embossing powder in the clear. Only 1 coat I had to give this, which I was quite impressed with. So there's that one. So I stuck it onto a piece of black card, and what I'm going to do is put this in there like a cellophane bag, so it gives it a nice presentation. So there's that. The next one I did was another one of the same shape in green and 2 different colour greens. Did the same thing with this. Cut it out of chipboard, went over it with white paint, 2 coats of white paint, and then I stamped the image on top using a black StazOn ink pad. And then I went over it with 2 colours ink pads in this colour box again. And then I went over it with 1 coat of clear embossing powder. So there's that one. And the die cut that I used for that is a Sizzix Eiffel Tower die. It's quite a large die. So that's that one. The next one I did is this one, a frame. And what I did with this one, I painted it brown to start with. And then I cut out, some pretty pattern paper in the same shape and stuck it down. Then I did a little flower spray here using the Wild Orchid Craft flowers, like that. And then I went over the spots that were already on it with a Stardust stickers. And then I went around the edges then with the Vintage Photo ink pad. So there's that one. And the die for this one is a Sizzix die. Let me have a look. It's on an ornate frame. So that's that one. So there's those. The next one I did is this one. What I did with this one was cut out 2 clocks, and I stuck one on top of the other to give it some strength. I used a thin chipboard again. Then I gave it 2 coats of white paint, and then I used the Folk Art Crackle medium and went over that. And then I put pink paint on the bottom, then the Crackle medium, and then white over the top, and it crackled. Then I got an image here, digital image of a little bird here, and I put it in the middle of the die. And then I arranged some Wild Orchid Craft flowers at the bottom here. And then I just put a touch of stickers on the clock and on the flowers as well in the front there. So I don't know if you can see that on camera. So that's quite pretty. Before I did this swap, I didn't think to alter my die cuts, to be honest. You know, you die cut your you use your die cuts on the projects that you make. But I think these have made their own little projects by doing it this way. But the person that gets them can always use them on their projects and do whatever they want to do with those. So there's that one. I think that's pretty. And for that one, I used this die here, which is the big die, and it's a weathered clock. And it comes with hands, but I didn't use the hands on the image that I just showed you. So there's that one. And then the last one I did was this one. Again, cut out the sign here. I did that twice and that twice, and I stuck one on top of the other using glossy accents. And then what I did with that was gave it 2 coats of pink paint, let that dry off. Then I went over with the Folk Art Crackle Medium, and then I went over it with sorry, I'm forgetting which way round I'm doing this. Pink on the bottom, crackle medium in the middle, and then white on the top. And it crackled, so that's pretty, look. And then what I did then was I put little pearl strings there so the sign looks as if it's hanging. Well, it is hanging, but you know, I thought I'd use that. And then I put 4 little roses on it there. Then I die cut out some letters using, I think it's the Vintage Market alphabet on the scissors. And did Dream in a pink paper and went round it with Vintage Photo ink pad. And then I put glitter on it then. Just around some of the letters and around the sign and on the top there. So there's that one. And I also used the Victorian Velvet Distress ink pad and the Vintage Photo ink pad I went round the die cuts with. So there's that one, and that came out pretty nice. And the die that I used for that one is the Tim Holtz Alterations die hanging sign. So I use that one. So I hope everybody likes what I made, and I hope my swap partner will like what I made as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Please leave a comment.